Thank you so much, my dear comrades. Yeah. So now there are 2 Russians in one small room. If I were you, I would be really nervous. Yeah, but actually I am nervous because you know, the whole world is scared of Russia, and all Russians are scared from Russians of Siberia. Yeah, because I think when they can't stop you with frozen water, they can drown you in this glass. So anyway, let's talk about nice things. New Year has come. Yes, yes, yay! Yeah, so this year is a year of wooden dragon, and it is believed that dragon brings prosperity and wealth. But for me, only in case if he sets on fire all my credit cards. Yeah, and so I hope you all had a really great time during holidays. As for me, I decided to see fireworks this year. Yeah, me and a fucking million of other people. And it was amazing, the amounts of people. The fireworks were okay. But I had to wait for 3 hours to see a show that lasted like only 5 minutes. And as a beginning comedian and as a woman, I'm used to it. But what about the rest? Yeah. And in Russia we have also different celebrations during these times. For example, the days that we are sent to prison. Yeah, well, I'm joking, there are not so many of them. But we have like traditional winter holidays, and I'm gonna tell you top 3 of them. On the 3rd place, it's the Defender of the Fatherland Day, very important patriotic holiday. On the 2nd place, it's Christmas. But do you know what can be more important for Russians than the birth of Christ? Our president's speech. Yes, yes. So on the 1st place, it's New Year, officially our main holiday. And I love Russia, I love my country, but as every country, it has its own minuses. For example, mental problems in Russia don't count at all. Yes. If you have a depression, you just have too much free time. If you have panic attacks, you better spend this time working. And if you commit suicide, you're just avoiding your work. Yeah, and if you are bipolar, why you should be one polar? Yeah, and if you have an eating disorder, just eat a soup. So I have an anxiety disorder, or as in Russia we call it, you're just overthinking. Yeah, and I visited many therapists, and some of them advised me to try acupuncture. But I'm already on pins and needles, so yeah. Yeah, they advised me to try acupuncture. What else? Nothing helped actually. And so, surprisingly, I love horror movies. You know, I read an article from a psychologist, and he explains why people love that. When you watch horrors, you feel terror. But subconsciously, you understand that it's not happening with you, and you feel safe, and you get endorphins from that. Oh, it's like watching Sistine and Pregnant TV show. Yes, but no psychologist says what's happening after. My brain feels that I'm in constant danger. I didn't close the door into my room. There can be an intruder. I closed the door into my room. If the intruder came through the window, I couldn't escape. If there is no intruder, I feel lonely. I'm closer to 30 and there is no man in my bed. Yeah. That's sad, I know. Yeah, and so my best friend, she also loves horror movies, and we watch so many of them. And if we watch this amount of documentaries, we would be really clever. If we watch this amount of porn, we would be real incels. And at first we watched American horrors, then Japanese, then Thai. And you're gonna ask me, why don't you watch Russian horror movies? Because I don't want to lose my sanity. Yeah, and I found one cure from my anxiety, it's alcohol. Yeah, just a few glasses of champagne or wine to add sparks to your daily routine. But honestly, sparks are not really welcome at my job, because I'm an explosive technician. Yeah, and basically women in Russia have 2 options, to work at the plant or to become housewives. And I've seen so many hardworking, exhausted women whose shifts were like 12 hours and more, and they almost got nothing in return. So I decided that it's easier to work at the plant. Yes, and because I have a good intuition, I suppose. Yeah, and so, just a second. Hi, Mark. And do you know? Yeah, I love this movie. And do you know? Okay, do you know what's the most important thing where explosives are used? It's not Taliban. It's mining. So I was trained for more than 5 years to become a gold digger. That's all. Thank you. Thank you.